Greetings, Hive fans. Welcome to another video helping you play Hive like a champion. Although today's video, we've got a bunch of champions already on, so I don't know how much I'm going to be able to help them. But we do have Max Shark. I assume that's Max Shark. It says Shark Max, but probably Dimitri from Dimitri visiting us today on the splash screen. Oh well, Max, I guess my timing, my date is off. I'll have to hunt for that. So welcome to the 2022 Hive Christmas Blitz at Board Space. Looks like we've got 15 players signed up. It's going to be a 6-round Swiss system tournament. Very, very fast time frame. 5 minutes plus 5 seconds per turn. So it should be very interesting. So let's see. I'm being told that I have a date of April 17th. So let me take a quick look here. Oh, maybe it's on my on my thumbnail. Oh, you have to forgive me. I'm kind of an old geezer. So, what we've got going on today is a 6-round Swiss Systems tournament. Let's go ahead and we'll get my display up and get board space open. Frasco, Irel, Duke, Jib, Cower 15, Nate, Reader, Stepanzo, all in the lobby. Of course, we've got 2 of the top 4 finishers in the 2022 Hive Online World Championship playing today. We've got the silver medalist Stepanzo and the bronze medalist Frasco. So we should have some exciting Hive. And of course, we're going to start off with a little bit of advertising here for you guys. Of course, obviously, if you haven't yet purchased my book, Play Hive Like a Champion, you can do that. There's a link down below. I am working on the 3rd edition, but it's a lot slower than I expected. My initial plan for the 3rd edition was just to edit the text primarily, leaving the game examples as is, using primarily games without the pill bug. And then it dawned on me I probably should be looking for games, tournament Hive games with the pill bug for all my examples. So what do you think? Do you think that I should include examples in the 3rd edition only tournament Hive? Or should I have examples from Classic Hive and Hive with each one of the individual expansions? Please drop me a note down below. Let me know. Send me a chat if you would like. And of course, if you haven't already purchased The Canon of Hive Groundwork by Joe Schultz, there's also a link down below. You can support the channel if you make the purchase through my YouTube channel. Amazon pays me a little tiny cut of that sale, so I appreciate that. And of course, I have just recently published the 1st edition of the Hive Lexicon. The goal is to have the Hive Lexicon as an ongoing publication. As new terms are added, I've already added 3 or 4 new terms that I'm getting ready to put in the next edition. In fact, if you do get a printed copy of the Hive Lexicon, there are blank pages in the back where you can make your own handwritten notes. And of course, if you send me an email with those, with what terms you think should be added, I'll be more than happy to add them as well. And so what I've got here is I'm doing a screen share. So you should be able to see my screen so I can, whichever game I follow, you'll be able to follow with me. And I'm going to be trying something new today. I have downloaded a piece of software called Epic Pen, which allows me to draw on my screen, and you should be able to see it. And so that should be something new in my broadcast today. The free version of Epic Pen, it's all freehand. If I wanted to buy it, if it looks like it's going to work, I can purchase the software, and then it'll draw nice straight arrows and boxes and circles. So that's kind of interesting as well. So the lobby is filling up. The Aloes here, Frasco, Irel, Duke, Jib, Cower 50, Kess 777. Eugen, I hope you're doing okay. He's from Ukraine, so that part of the world is in a lot of uproar recently. Nate Reeder, Ordep Cubic. Ordep, if you haven't noticed it already, has recently started a YouTube channel in Spanish. And of course, I didn't realize this until I looked at his player profile on BoardSpace. Ordep is Pedro, spelled backwards. So, hi, Pedro. Ratcatcher, Chris from Minneapolis, met him in person, played with him in person up at the Hive Live event earlier in the year. SP Fish, that's Ben from the UK. Stepanzo. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 in the lobby already. And we'll be following along. Let's see if I can get this open. The standings are being handled by Frasco over at SwiftSystem.org, so we'll be following that as the tournament progresses. So it's a 6-round Swiss system with 5 minutes plus 5 seconds. So very, very fast timing. Blitz. It is a Blitz tournament after all. So we should be starting here very shortly. Frasco made a note over at Discord that he has to be out fairly quickly when the tournament's over, so he wants to get started right away. So they should be working on the pairings. Let's see if I can get... I don't know if I have Discord open, if it's going to affect my live stream. So Frasco says everyone is here on Discord, so that's a good thing. Doesn't look like everybody's quite logged in over at BoardSpace yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep, we've still got 3 people yet to log in over at BoardSpace, but Frasco says that everybody is in the Discord server. And of course, if you're not a member of the Discord server, there's a link down below, an invitation, so you can join us over there as well. So we should be starting here very soon. Should be very, very exciting. And there's a lot going on in the Hive world. Of course, the 2022 Hive Online World Championship is finished, and Joe Schultz, author of the book The Canon of Hive Groundwork, won his 3rd championship. 1 championship behind Christian Galeas. That's my brain has gone dead today. Quadlabet from Chile, and he's got 4 world championships. So will Joe next year tie him up for a piece? We'll have to see, won't we? So we're up to 4 viewers on my live stream today. Thank you very much for joining. Make sure, of course, that if you haven't already, drop me a chat so I know you're here. We have Mad Rad, says he's a longtime follower. Welcome. And of course, Shark Max, I assume that's Dmitry Maximenkov, Max Shark. He will be playing in the tournament today as well. There is no delay today, so hopefully. Oh, here we go. Felix and Felix. Let's see. Felixio. I forgive me on my Spanish. I'm going to have to watch more of Pedro's broadcasts and his YouTube channels and start learning more Spanish. Welcome, Felix. Appreciate you joining us today. And just double check everybody, is my volume okay? I'm looking at my OBS. It looks like it should be. And I've got a new set of headsets and a new microphone, so hopefully that's will help my live streams a bit. So it looks like Frasco is setting up the rooms. And let's go ahead and get the... Okay, thanks, Felix. I haven't published the pairings for the first round yet. So I guess if we keep that open for the time being, we'll be able to see that as well. And of course, there's a lot of interesting things going on in the Hive world. The 2023 Hive Online World Championship, we're already planning on that. The top 8 from last year had invitations, 7 of them accepted. And then we've got that left 5 more invitations have gone out to qualifiers through their ELO over at BGA, that's Board Game Arena. And then the first quarter of next year, there will be a Swiss system turn-based tournament at BGA. And then the final qualifying method will be the Board Space Open in the spring. Let's open up Discord. Okay, we do have pairings made over. Frasco says Randy should have played. I can't play and broadcast at the same time. Believe me, I've tried that and it doesn't work. So first pairings, the Ponzo against Cower 50, Eagle Eye versus SP Fish, Jib versus Sturek, Irel Duke against Frasco, S777 against Ordep Kubek, Nader Reader against Rhinoceros, Max Shark against Ratcatcher, and Daalo got the bye. So let's shut this down and we'll pick a match to watch. Lots of people in their rooms waiting for their opponents. Okay, Max Shark and Ratcatcher have already started. We're going to start by watching Irel Duke and Frasco 92. So let's go ahead and get that one open. We will close the lobby, make this full screen. Nope, we don't want to make it full screen because then you can't see the bugs up there. So let's move that a little bit. Okay, here we go. Irel Duke, that's Brian Starry from Minneapolis Minnesota here in the US, Frasco 92, Francesco Salerno, a native Italian living in the UK, and we're all jealous of Frasco because he's actually working part-time with John Yanni at Gen 42 Games, the designer of Hive. Okay, White looks like he's starting off with a, oh, no, he didn't. Okay, here we go. We're going to give this a shot here. Here's my arrow tool. I can draw that. So we'll see how that works. Okay, Frasco opened with a buffered opening. Buffered opening, of course, was where the queen is not adjacent to the starting bug. Brian attacks with a mosquito. And of course, the black mosquito, once the black mosquito jumps out, you've got a beetle factory right there as well. White grasshopper comes in. You can jump in to either one of these spots here. No white pill bug yet. So both players are holding off on their beetles. Now, one problem with the white ant going there is now the black mosquito can move, and the white grasshopper would not have the ability to jump into that spot. Now, white has to be careful here, otherwise he's going to get choked out and not be able to get his pill bug in play. Now that's interesting. Frasco brought in the beetle here. If the white beetle goes there, the black mosquito can jump out, immediately pin it. Although I guess that, yep, that's what Frasco did. Now that's interesting because, okay, he's going to go ahead and continue the attack. Now the black beetle can move forward. Nope, the black beetle gets warped over to provide defense. Now Brian could hear if he attacks with the ant, takes this ant and moves to there, could force Frasco's hand. So that the white ant comes into here, we've got a white ant threatening to win, and then one of these two bugs has to go. White grasshopper, of course, is anchoring down the white ant so it can't get warped away, but threatening to take the setup shot. Black grasshopper comes in, anchoring down the white beetle, freeing up the black mosquito. Brian looked like he was going to attempt to surround the pill bug and choke it off. Black beetle getting warped over to there allows the black beetle, okay, the black beetle is going to go to there instead. Now that's very interesting. Look at time. Brian's down to 1.5 minutes, so he's going to have to start playing very, very quickly. Of course, this spot's going to be the difficult one to get into. The white beetle, if it moves forward, will be covered with the black beetle. And of course, as long as there's a white ant free to move, well, warping the black queen to that position. So Brian is having to very, very rapidly running out of bugs. Down to under 30 seconds. He attacks with the white grasshopper. The pill bug is completely surrounded, but can he get a bug into that spot? That's the question. And he can. Ant to there. Yep, I think Brian missed his opportunity to win. Once we take the pill bug is no longer surrounded, down to 12 seconds. And Frasco has 4 minutes, so he doesn't have to worry about the time here. Wow, it's really exciting. Hard to keep up with this. Interesting defense, but the black beetle goes over and nothing can stop the beetle from going down. Congratulations, Brian. That was a well-fought game. I think he had a chance earlier. We'll have to go back and review this one to see. I believe he did have an opportunity. So let's see if we can go back here real quick. Oh, that was a very, very fast-paced game. Frasco, silver medalist in the 2022 Hive Online World Championship. I'm sorry, bronze medalist. So let's see if we can report the results. Get the lobby open and let's see what we can. Any other games still going? Eagle Eye and SP Fish. Wow, both are down under a minute. Like this one's going to go on time. Neither player yet has qualified for the win. Yep, SP Fish is going to continue moving forward with the beetle. You haven't qualified for the win, you're never in a threat, because as soon as you take the setup shot, the defending queen gets warped away. So now that SP Fish has qualified for the win, and that's it. Nothing can Eagle Eye can do to stop the beetle from taking the kill shot. So no upset here either. Round one is coming to a close. If there's any more games going. No, both down under less than a minute. Let's see, black has not qualified for the win. White has qualified for the win, but black is doing a good job of protecting those final two spots. Welcome, Tascodus. Very instructional position here. Notice how Eugen was able to re-index the ladybug, which allowed the grasshopper to have an angle of attack to take the kill shot. That's one of the skills that top-level players have, re-indexing, and Ladybug is particularly good at that because you can take the Ladybug and jump from almost any kill spot to another kill spot, freeing up one, and we saw that in this case here. Congratulations, Eugen. Let's see. Let's go back and see if the round one. Oops, Stepanzo and Cower 50 haven't been reported yet. Are they still playing? Game won by Stepanzo. So round one is over. Thank you very much for joining us today, Pure Referee. Hello, everyone. Hello, Pure Referee. We started at 1 o'clock, 20 minutes in, and we've got one round completed. So Frasco was aiming for 2 hours, so that's probably what we're going to have this afternoon is a 2-hour live stream here at the 2022 Hive Christmas Blitz. I don't know if we have to refresh yep, we have to refresh. So standings after one round. Stepanzo, SP Fish, Jib, Frasco, S777, Nader Reader, Rat Catcher, and Aloe got the bye. So they're the 8 players that have 1 point after the first round. Second round postings have been made. Rat Catcher against Stepanzo, SP Fish against Kes777, the Aloe against Jib, Frasco against Nader Reader. I think I'm going to follow SP Fish versus Kes777. Buenos dias, Pedro. Welcome. Frasco wanted me to play to make it 16, but I cannot play and broadcast at the same time. There we got SP Fish versus Kes777. White opened with a pill bug. And just to let you know, I've been doing a lot of statistical study of the 2022 Hive Online World Championship. I'm going to be posting some interesting statistics here soon from that tournament. For a small sample size, so it's not all totally relevant, but it does definitely show some trends. So Eugen opened with the very common ladybug, queen, pill bug, anti-spawn defense. And Ben, who opened with the pill bug, is getting his heavy hitters in play. Mosquito attacks. One huge advantage that Hive has over chess is that chess has been played and studied, particularly now that we have things online and all the history of things online, that sometimes you'll go 15, 20 moves in before you get to a game that's never been played before. With Hive, you don't have that. You don't have that opening theory so completely studied over like you do in chess. And of course, we are waiting for the next book in Joe Schultz's trilogy. It'll be Canon of Hive Opening Theory. Okay, Ben is bringing in a beetle. Now, is Kes going to pin that beetle? He pinned the beetle. Of course, the black ant played here to remove this spot as a spawn point. But if the white ant comes to here, then the black beetle would be possibly free. Always dangerous using your starting ladybug bidirectionally pinning it with a spawning a new bug. And sometimes you will see a player forcing the opponent's hand. So for example, if white were to warp the okay, the white spider comes in here. Looks like it may be threatening to the two spots it can attack to are either here or here. Then maybe you're looking to use a choking method of qualifying for the win. Although it is interesting if the spider does move in, threatening to give, or actually giving beetle power to the mosquito, will black warp the mosquito away? If he didn't warp the mosquito away, then the mosquito would climb up. Excuse me, I had to sneeze. So if white is planning on neutralizing the pill bug by surrounding it, it's got to get a bug to there. Can't bring this ant in because you've got to keep this ant in that spot. That's interesting. He brought the grasshopper there. So white needs to fill this spot to qualify for the win without getting a beetle up. So he's got grasshopper could come in with an angle of attack here. Ladybug could come in with an angle of attack from this spot. Or could bring an ant in, although Eugen has 2 ants and possibly the mosquito, 3 defenders. White is not currently threatening to jump in because that would free the black queen. Interesting. Eugen forms a ring, which has the potential of freeing the ladybug, possibly freeing the, excuse me. That's the other thing in my studying of the 2022 Hive Online World Championship, reviewing all those games and uh, gathering up statistics on rings. How many people use rings? How do they use them? If there's any correlation between the use of rings and winning. And that's been very, very interesting. Oops, excuse me. Now, this is a very interesting observation here because the black ant was pinning the white ant here, but if the white ant moves, allowing the black ant to move, then the black pillbug is no longer completely surrounded. Okay, the white pillbug warps the black spider in play. So the black ladybug has to move. Yep, wanted. Okay, now that's interesting because the only white bug that is threatening to win is the mosquito. And when the black ant shifts the pin out to the white mosquito, that frees up this spot. Oh, interesting. Warp the black pillbug away. So that's another way that one of the 6 methods of qualifying for the win is separating the pillbug from the queen. And so that's what Ben did here, was warp the black pillbug away. Running that very close on time. spread, of course, is the white pillbug taking the kill shot to here, so the black pillbug's going to have to warp the white queen away. Very interesting. The white pillbug dare not attack at that point, because it would free the spider. Time is running out on both of them. Wow, right down to the second. Congratulations to Ben for winning. These Blitz games go very, very quick. It's very, very hard to keep up an ongoing discussion. Let's see if there's any other games currently being played. Oh, it looks like all the games are finished. Let's go over to Discord and take a look at the standings. I'm sorry, let's go to Stepanzo beat Ratcatcher, SP Fish beat Kess 777, Jib beat Diallo, Fresco beat Nader Reader, Eagle Eye beat Rhinoceros, Sturek beat Max Shark, and Car 50 beat Irel Duke. So standings after 2 rounds. Got 4 players at the top, Stepanzo, SP Fish, Jib, and Frasco 92, all with 2 points apiece. Not really surprising. Round 3. Stepanzo and Frasco, Jib and SP Fish. I'd like to take a minute again to thank everybody for joining us today. We're hanging out around 10 viewers. We appreciate everybody being here. And of course, if you'd like to help support the channel, you can, there's a link down below to my Buy Me a Coffee page, where you can make a small cash contribution to help support the channel. Or if you'd like, you can do a super chat there on YouTube. Make a contribution that way. And I do have a list of my most recent supporters scrolling across the bottom of the screen. We appreciate them. Thank you so very much to all of them. So let's see. Round 3. Who was Frasco playing? Let's watch Frasco's game. Frasco and Stepanzo, yep. If we can find them. Two of the top 4 finishers in the last year's or this year's World Championship. Frasco and Stepanzo, congratulations to both of them. It was a really, really great tournament this year. We're looking forward to even a better one next year. It's not too late to qualify. There's a BGA qualifying Swiss system turn-based tournament beginning in January, and then in the spring, the final opportunity is the Board Space Open. Here also played at Board Space. Waiting for Fresco now. He's active in room 80. Oh, nope, that's a review room. Bonzo's in 20. Why did he go all the way down to 20? Let's see if we can find it. Nope, he's reviewing. No, instead, let's watch Car 50 and Ordep Kubek. So let's go back. See if we can get caught up here. Pedro, they both opened with ladybugs. Mosquito, mosquito. Queen and pillbug. And Car 50 played the queen in a buffered opening. Of course, one of the exciting competitions in 2023 is the team championship again. Team that I played on is the Humble Hive Boys. We've gotten together again, so we finished second last year, and so we'll be playing again this year. Tower 50 is one of the members of the South American, the Anteater team. The black mosquito climbs up in a defensive position. Black ant shut down the beetle factory there. It's a bit of a risk, but the white beetle could come in here. That's a pin-proof spawn point, but it has to take a long walk around. But if the white beetle goes to here, then the black queen gets warped away, leaving the white beetle pinned. Yep, once Pedro placed the beetle, he almost has to continue it on its movement. Of course, black can play defending beetles in either of these two spawn points here. Now, it's very interesting with this grasshopper placement here and jump to there, providing a bridge for the beetle to cross. As long as the white beetle, of course, is covering its own queen, then the white queen can't get warped away. So here, oh, grasshopper's going that way. Interesting, okay. I would almost prefer to pin the beetle with the grasshopper before moving the white beetle forward. One of those situations where you don't know whether you should have a delay. A delay on the live stream does create some problems, but you don't know if there's players are actually listening in. My insight may not be the best, but it does give ideas. Pedro lost his opportunity with that beetle because now whatever white does, try to free the beetle, black pillbug can just warp something away. Of course, the black beetle dare not climb up. That's interesting. You warp the white beetle away instead. Instead of warping the queen. Again, a beetle placement of beetles is very, very critical because they're so slow. If it doesn't get placed, if it gets placed too far away from the opposing queen, unless you get into a long end game, it's not going to even get into an attacking position. Interestingly, white does not have, even though that's a setup shot, white does not have the bug available to take the kill shot. So does white have any method of getting a bug with an angle of attack to that spot? Hold on, I've got to answer my phone. Oh, that was a family member. I had to answer the phone. Okay, we've got a lot of action going on here with the black pill bug warping things back and forth. And it's interesting because even though the setup shot was taken, white does not have a bug available to take that kill shot. Let's see if there's anything that white can do to get a bug available. Anything that forms a ring will free the black beetle. So that doesn't help things. White is keeping the pressure on, but doesn't have the bugs available to take the kill shot. Good example of Cower 50 totally controlling the outside of the hive. All of white's ants are pinned. What do ants do best? Pin other ants. And the black queen finally gets warped away. Now we're down to a minute apiece. But black should be able to, if this were not a blitz game, should be able to bring the black beetle in, qualify for the win, and easily take the victory. Thanks for joining us, Hans. White should probably here be playing for a draw, although he doesn't have a lot of time. The black beetle, that's the key. That's the key to winning, is getting the black beetle in to go up and over. And even if the white queen gets warped away, black has the necessary pieces to deliver the win. So and Cower takes a moment to pin the queen. So black is not any danger of losing. It just has to figure out if they can deliver the victory or not before the time runs out. But with both mobile ants, that should not be an issue. Open up the gate so that the ants can get in. Congratulations, Cower 50. Even if the grasshopper jumps out, that ant comes in, takes the setup shot. Well, these games go very, very, very quickly. Not much time to think. You have to just react. So let's see who's still playing. S777 and Ratcatcher. Let's see how they're doing. Okay. White has a proximity pill bug. White has not yet qualified for the win. But black does not have enough bugs. Black has 3 kill spots open, only 2 possible bugs. It warped the black spider away. Black does not have any possibility of getting enough bugs. So once the white beetle begins moving forward to qualify for the win, white should not have an issue. White's controlling the outside of the hive with 3 mobile ants. I've always said that one of the goals of ants is to pin other ants. In this case, you've got a grasshopper pinned and a spider pinned. Those are good. That's good for white because you can release those pins without freeing an opposing ant. Congratulations, Eugen, for winning this one. So let's go see if there's any more going on. Nope, it looks like everybody's over with this round, so let's go take a look at the standings. Results from round 3. Frasco beat Stepanzo. Jib beat SP Fish, so it looks like Frasco and Jib are going to be meeting up in the next round. Kess beat Ratcatcher. Cower 50 beat Ordep Quebec. Eagle Eye beat Diallo. Durek beat Nader Reader. And Max Shark beat Rhinoceros. I Real Duke got the bye. So let's take a look at standings after round 3. Jib and Frasco are at the top. So they will be matched up in round 4. Of course, Jib is Jean-Baptiste Chaubet, who is the developer of the Android Hive app. In case you missed it, if you take a look at my video I did earlier in the week, hold on one second. Earlier in the week, I did a video on a new AI that's available, and Stepanzo had posted over at Board Game Geek a challenge. So I posted my first video, I recorded it live, didn't play it before, happened to win the first one. He set aside a certain order of bug placement, excuse me. And so that's kind of exciting. So I'll be recording my next game once I play that as well. So let's see who is paired up in round 4. Don't have the pairings yet. I'm going to put get a cough drop here. So round 3, they may be taking a break. Let's go take a look over at Discord. Okay, 4th round pairings are up. And as expected, the top 2, Fresco and Jib. We'll wait for that one. And again, to thank everybody for joining this afternoon. I hope it's a beautiful day wherever in the world you are. Here in Florida, in the U.S., it's a little chilly for us Floridians, but it's funny what we consider to be cold. I think it's in the 50s out today. It's probably warmed up a little bit to in the 60s. We had our rain earlier in the week with the cold front coming through. But again, a cold front in Florida is not like a cold front in Minnesota or Northern Europe or places like that. So let's see where Frasco and Jib are going to be. They're going to be in game room 1. And it was kind of interesting looking at the statistics from the 2022 Hive Online World Championship. There was again, small sample size. There was a distinct advantage to playing white that tournament. So I will be doing a video on some of those statistics here sometime very shortly. So Frasco's got white in game room 1. We're just waiting for Jean-Baptiste to join. I think we're going to wait for this one. Of course, we'd like to thank Frasco for setting this tournament up. There's going to be more Blitz tournaments throughout the 2023. I'll be posting videos, Hive News videos regarding the upcoming matches and tournaments. They'll be watching that as well. Reno's turns over on Discord says, turns out Blitz Hive is pretty hard. Who would have thought? Frasco says, aha, it takes some training. Blitz is a lot more about pattern recognition, I think, rather than in-depth study. It had an interesting comment made on one of my videos from the past year's tournament, commenting on the fact that our time uh, limits are quite a bit smaller, shorter than chess time limits. And my response was, we're not professionals. We all have other things, jobs and lives and such. And so we can't take as much time as they do with chess. But also, the opening theory is not as well established in Hive as it is in chess. You watch any of the major chess broadcasters, you'll see that they quite often, you'll have a game that goes 10 or 12 moves in before they come across a position that's never been reached before. And you have to study and memorize a lot of openings. We're kind of looking forward to Joe Schultz's next book. I know it's very, very close to being released from what I understand. It'll be about opening theory. So hopefully that will be something that we can all study and get into. We hope that it never develops into the same situation where chess, where the first 8 or 10 moves have to be this and this and this. I don't think Hive will reach that anytime in the near future, but I'm sure at some point it will. So Frasco's still waiting for Jean-Baptiste in game room 1. So I wonder where JB is. Stefan also says, need to wake up, responding to Reno's comment about Blitz Hive being difficult. So we're kind of waiting for game room 1 because that's where Frasco and Jib will be playing. The two players that are at the top of the standings currently. Okay, they're ready to go. So here we go. If I do that, if I do away with the chat window, it looks like the screen is better. We can both players open with ladybugs. Frasco followed with a mosquito. Frasco said good luck, and Jib said he'll need it. A very common Z queen formation. Ladybug, mosquito, and queen both in hubs, but offside. And JB plays his pillbug. And then Frasco plays the pillbug. And very symmetrical opening. There's the first move. Frasco pins the black ant. Now, if the black mosquito can vacate this spot, these are possible beetle factories. Lots of ants coming into play early in this one. All the ants and both mosquitoes are out early. Now that movement by the black mosquito does a couple different things. Not only does it pin the white ant, but it maintains ant mobility and it opens up this spot as a spawn point for a beetle. If the white mosquito were to pin the black ant, this black ant could pin this black ant, shut down the beetle factory. And what Joe in his book calls the instant double beetle, beetle comes in adjacent to the mosquito, giving the mosquito beetle power as well. That was very interesting, using the ladybug power of the mosquito. Rasco can now qualify for the win by covering the queen with the mosquito. One of those situations where you may not mind if your black beetle creates an Oreo stack if it's covering over the opposing queen. Now this is interesting. With covering the beetle there, yeah, that's what I was thinking he would probably do, is qualify for the win by covering the pill bug. Black is going to have problems here qualifying for the win. Even though he has a black mosquito free, no real easy way of getting that mosquito to convert to a beetle. Moving out, giving up the qualification momentarily in order to bring in an anchor bug here. Okay, the anchor bug came in there, so the grasshopper will have an angle of attack to that kill spot. Now that's interesting because can white get an angle of attack to this kill spot? That's the critical one. Now I wonder if Jean-Baptiste moved the mosquito here as a defense against this white beetle, because now if the beetle comes across, black mosquito will cover it. Oh, interesting. Okay. That frees up the white ant. If the black mosquito comes over to block the white ant, then when the white ant gets warped away, the black mosquito no longer has ant power. Interesting maneuver there. An interesting ring formation by Jean-Baptiste. It not only attacks, but it also frees up a bunch of black bugs. And it also created a bridge for this beetle to cross over to attack. That was a very interesting maneuver there. So the only practical way for white to get a bug to here, excuse me, would be grasshopper to here, grasshopper to there, then grasshopper to there. That is very time consuming. But let's do a quick count for Frasco. Grasshopper is 1, grasshopper 2, grasshopper 3, ant 4. Black has to go beetle 1, 2. The white is definitely winning in the race. The question is, will he be able to execute it? Black is down to under a minute. Black has to qualify for the win, so the beetle's got to move forward. The problem with that ant move, of course, is that it negates the angle of attack of this grasshopper, but it does keep the beetle in play. So can white get a bug to that position? That's the white could take the setup shot with the ant, then re-index the ladybug, but he decided to play a little bit of defense. Of course, that grasshopper move was essentially opening up the gate to allow an ant, one of the bugs, to go into there, and the ladybug had to promptly close it back down again. Well, let's look at time. Jib is down to less than 30 seconds. Brasco might win the race. Let's see. Maybe not. Yep. I don't think that any black has a method of stopping the two black ants. Both of them free up white bugs. Congratulations, Frasco. Boy, these Blitz games, they're not perfect games, but they are very exciting. A lot of action in just a few minutes. So congratulations, Frasco. 4-0 through 4 games. Can he keep it up for games 5 and 6? We'll have to see who he's paired up against. So we'll pull Discord up and see. We won't pull Discord up yet. We'll SP Fish beats DePonzo. Sturek beat Kess 777. DePonzo, Sturek, and Kess 777 are all members of the Borscht team. One of the top teams in the upcoming team championship. We'd like to thank the Hungarian Hive Club. They're the ones that are sponsoring that for next year. So Car 50 beat Eagle Eye. Black Shark beat Dealo. Irel Duke beat Nader Reader. At Catcher beat Ordep Kubek. So let's see. Round 5, SP Fish and Frasco. We've got 4 players tied at 3. Frasco's at the top with 4. Can he keep it up? This will be another good game. We'll watch Ben and Frasco play. We're going to set up in game room 5. I don't recall. I think SP Fish has joined a team, one of the teams for the team championship as well. One of the better teams from last year, the Vikings, have been broken up. The Swedes have their own team, and then there's a group of Midwesterners here from the U.S. in their team. I can't think of the name of the team right at the moment. We're going to find Frasco in game room 7. Of course, oops. Got to start over. They started that run in Classic Hive, and so we've got to play with Tournament Hive. They set it at 10 minutes and 30. 5 minutes, 5 seconds. They got it. Okay, Ben opens up with the queen in line. So that'll be very interesting. And a ladybug grasshopper opening. So is Frasco going to do another offered opening? And I guess he probably is. He did. He played a buffered opening. Of course, when the white ant attacks, it removes this spot. So a double beetle attack has to succeed here. Because now if the second beetle comes in, there's no way to stop it from coming atop the hive. Okay, the mosquito comes in first. Now, no matter what the ant does, the pill bug can come in, giving the pill bug power to the mosquito. Now, the double beetle attack is not anywhere near as critical. Okay, interesting. Roscoe still defended fairly well. I was very surprised that the second white beetle didn't come in when it had the opportunity that could force itself up. Okay, very aggressive with the pill bug. I don't know, have you seen the video that Frasco published about the 4 different attributes of Hive players? I'm not aggressive enough to feel comfortable leaving my queen all out there by herself and using the pill bug instead to attack with. The white has not qualified for the win, so that's a good thing for black in this position. So with both black beetles still in reserve, white is going to have a problem here executing a victory, although now the pill bug is just a proximity pill bug. Well, this is a very interesting game because now Ben has the opportunity of warping the black queen away. he warped it right into there. Although white is not threatening to win because white doesn't have any free bugs. Black ant moving not only pins the white ant, but also now black queen threatens to escape. So white grasshoppers. White is running out of spawn points. They're not spawn. If he spawns something here, then a bunch of black bugs get free. He could spawn it here, 1, 2, 3, but it can get immediately pinned by black spider. No, it doesn't. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now can Ben deliver the victory here? Very interesting because the white grasshopper to here forms the ring, threatening to take the kill shot. The black has to break the ring. He could break the ring with the spider, breaks the ring with the grasshopper, then yep. That was a mistake. Congratulations, Ben. I didn't notice, and that Frasco had plenty of time too. Frasco was not very happy, so wow, he did not go through undefeated. Round 5 goes to Ben, SP Fish. So any other games are continuing to be played. Or Cubic and Max Shark. Pedro's down to 1.5 minutes. Max has 2 minutes. Max's queen is safely out here on the edge of the hive. The white queen is right there. So, looks like Max is going to be able to win this. Now that ladybug, okay, Black has to get bugs available. That was interesting. He gave up a kill spot to warp the mosquito to there, which converts to a beetle and allows the beetle to climb up. If he does that, then the black beetle can climb up. Pedro's rapidly running out of time. Well played by Max. Shows you how you can use the mosquito to beetle conversion. Still doesn't have an easy way. Let's see where the queen is. Queen is here. He's got to he can get a bug into that kill spot. Can he get one into that kill spot? Yep. Now the grasshopper goes to there, and then there are two black bugs threatening to take the setup shot. Well, Pedro, we'll look forward to your videos on some of these games you've played today. Congratulations, Max. Let's see, is any of them still playing? Looks like not. So let's go over and take a look at the standings. Results in round 5. Final round coming up. Tower 50 and SP Fish, Frasco, Kess. We've got 3 players at the top with 4 points apiece. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players with 3 points apiece. Oh, that means that Jib lost in round 5 as well. Tower 50 beat Jib. So Tower 50 and SP Fish, top of the leaderboard. I'd like to thank everybody for sticking around with me for this long. Ratsko said he expected the tournament to last about 2 hours. It's been going on 1 hour and 40 minutes. So 2 hours is just about the right length of time. Let's go take a look over at Discord and see what anybody's saying. Okay, round 6, we're going to be watching Tower 50 and SP Fish. Find out where they are. Walk 22, that's Bianca from Germany, is in the room watching. Let's see how they both opened with pill bugs. That's a very interesting. Both opened with pill bugs and mosquito. In his book, Canon of Hive Groundwork, Joe Schultz coined the term electric center, and we've got a double electric center going on here with pill bug and mosquito on both sides. Let's see, who played the queen last? Okay. White played the queen and chose a C queen formation. And one of the four playing styles that Frasco talked about in his recent video was chaotic style. And I guess the chaotic style is definitely in play when it comes to these Blitz games. Ben warps the mosquito into an attacking spot. Interesting. White pillbug has been warped away from the white queen. And of course, if one of the black ants goes out and pins the white beetle, greetings Sosbala from Hungary. Are you a member of the Hungarian Hive Club? So now if the black ant, well, let's see, if the black ant go out here to pin the white beetle, white can warp the black. White can warp the black glass pillbug to there, threatening climb up with the white mosquito. Thanks, Philip Haggerty. Thanks for joining today. This is definitely a chaotic game. The white queen is sitting out there all by herself while the black mosquito or both pillbugs and both mosquitoes are hovering around the black queen. One of those situations where the black beetle comes in but has a long walk to get around to an attacking position. And of course, you run the risk at any given. Yep, white is going to surround the pillbug. The black pillbug has been neutralized by surrounding it. Yep. Wow. This chaotic game is going to end in a victory for white. White took the setup shot, threatening to take the kill shot with either one of these ants. So black is going to have to spawn a bug here to place the block, set up a gate here, and then white just has grasshoppers and 3 grasshoppers and a ladybug. All can come in with, easy lines of attack. Well, that was very quick and very chaotic. That was definitely chaos on both sides in that game. Let's go back over here and take a look at the results. Frasco and Kess 777. So let's look that one up. Frasco is in room 6. Bear with me a second. Let me go back to here. So Cowher end up with 5 points. Frasco can tie him. It would be up to tie breaks. If Frasco wins this, he'll be tied for the lead. Frasco's already qualified for the win. Guess 777 has the pill bug mosquito. Guess we call that an electric proximity position. Okay, black is not even worried about the pill bug. White has control of the outside of the hive, but black has this devastating attack going. Of course, if the white grasshopper attacks, it frees the, okay, he's going to cover the ladybug first. Okay, well, in these blitz games, you don't even have a lot of time to do a lot of study on the position. So can white win in 3 moves? Theoretically, grasshopper, ladybug, queen. Okay, if the white grasshopper goes to there, if the white grasshopper goes to there, the black mosquito goes to there. And then white's going to have to play defense while the grasshopper would come in with an angle of attack. But the problem is white doesn't have enough defending bugs. That might have been a mistake. No, that was a mistake. I have to go back and review some of these games. I think that some people made mistakes in the Time Rush. Brass goes up. Okay, so this is going to be, we're going to go, are we going to go down to tiebreakers? Let's take a look. We got two games in the bottom end of the standings that still to be played, but let's take a look at the top end of the standings. Tower 50 finished with 5 points. Congratulations. SP Fish, Jib, Sturek, Frasco, Kess, Max Shark, all with 4 points. So congratulations to Tower 50. I can't remember. How do you say anteater in Spanish? That's the name of the team that he plays for in the team tournament. Congratulations. So let's go over. I think might have one more game still playing. Pedro is constantly in time treasure. He's got 30 seconds to go. Why did he place it there? That was interesting. Yep, white does not have an easy way of getting a bug into. Oh, he does. He can do a hop around. Yep, black queen gets to escape. Although interestingly, black has not qualified for the win yet. But he can by the ladybug moving to here, then the beetle can cross the bridge. Well, Ordep is a relatively new player, so he doesn't have all the little nuances down yet. A very young player, from what I understand. 16 seconds, 20 seconds. Okay, finally he crosses the bridge. Crossing the bridge was the key thing here because well, he hasn't done it yet. Pedro, you have to qualify for the win. Both playing chaotically. Okay, he's getting his queen out, playing very, very conservatively. Now he qualifies for the win. He's got multiple ways to win here. Yep. Okay, what a great tournament this afternoon. So take a look at the standings. Results in round 6. Waiting for, okay. So congratulations to Cower 50. Now, just to show you something about here at Board Space, if you're not familiar with it, and I should know Cower's name, you right-click on their name and you can say Show Info, and it'll open up Carl from Chile, a friend of and teammate of Quadlibet, Christian Galeas. So congratulations, Carl. Won the 2022 Hive Christmas Blitz at Board Space. Been a very exciting afternoon today. Frasco jumped out to an early lead with 4 wins in a row, but lost games 5 and 6. Tower 15 lost to Stepanzo in round 1, then won 5 in a row. Stepanzo ended up losing 3. He lost to Frasco, SP Fish, and Max Shark. The quality of Hive in a Blitz tournament may not be the top quality of in a regular tournament, but it definitely, no question, is very exciting. Thanks for joining us today, Philip. And of course, as I would always like to say, if you would like to help support the channel financially, you can buy me a coffee. And why am I not? I don't know why it doesn't seem to be going up on my channel. So let's go over to the Discord channel. You lagged of some sort. We'll go over to Discord. Scroll down and see the congratulations to Carl for winning. Final standings. 6 rounds was 1 hour 56 minutes. Brasco predicted 2 hours almost exactly. So David Alatorre is brand new Hive player, did the MSO tournament, read the rules half an hour before that one. I believe I saw that he is from Mexico, so greetings. Hola, David. The Prize Fish said it was great fun. JB says, congratulations, Carl. So does David. Thanks, everyone, for playing an organization team from Sturrock. Chris Nelson, that's Rat Catcher. Thank you. Was a comment regarding the Swiss system. And there is some problems with the Swiss system. You've got a 6-round Swiss system. It's really designed for 2 to the 6th players. That's 64 players. And we only didn't have that many. So your Swiss system setup is not as good when the number of players, the number of rounds don't match. So congratulations to Carl, Tower 50, for winning today. And truly appreciate everybody joining in on the live stream today. It was exciting Hive. I'll have to go back and review some of these games. I think there are a couple games that right at the very end, one player missed a win, or it could very well be that I overlooked something in the broadcast as well. So as always, thank you very much for joining me today. We had as many as 12 players, 12 viewers at one point or another. We appreciate everybody being here. And again, if you haven't already purchased Play Hive Like a Champion, there's a link down below. The Hive Lexicon is also available at Amazon, and the Canon of Hive Groundwork. Be watching for book 2 in the Canon of Hive series. It should be available very soon. Hopefully, I'll be able to get the author of that book. That's World Champion Joe Schultz. Maybe we can get him on a live stream, do an interview with him once the book comes out to promote his book as well. So as always, thank you very much for joining me and watching this afternoon. I'm here helping you play Hive like a champion. So until next, before I hang up, thank you to all those that have contributed. You can see their names scrolling across the bottom. And if you ever have a question or a request, make sure you drop me a comment in the section down below, or you can send me an email at randyplayshive@gmail.com. You can follow me over at Twitter at randyplayshive as well. So thanks again for watching. Until next time, this is Randy Ingersoll signing off.